Two new restaurants have broken ground in Epcot. We've also got the food and wine booths starting to go up, and also one of the parks was hit with a power outage. So let's roll those titles and get on with this week's What in the World. Hi everyone and welcome back to What in the World, the now bi-weekly news show. So welcome back to the bi-weekly news show where we take a look at what's been going on in Walt Disney World. So we've got a lot to get through this week. Let's start with Magic Kingdom. So the first update this week is more of a quick reminder about Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, which will be reopening to guests. The Fantasyland favourite has been under scrim since February, but the work now being carried out required the ride to be closed earlier this month for a multi-week refurbishment. The ride will be back open on the 31st of July. Next up, news of another refurbishment. The Liberty Bell Riverboat in Liberty Square has been under refurbishment since January this year. It was originally scheduled to reopen this weekend, but it seems the refurbishment has been extended through to early fall. Now, while the refurb is ongoing, some of the rivers of America will also be drained, and the work will be visible from the parks. At the moment, there's no impact to Tom Sawyer Island, but there's also no word on if this will change. Also, when the Liberty Bell returns, Tiana's Riverboat Ice Cream Party and also the Festival of Fantasy Viewing will not return either. Recently in Epcot, not one but two new restaurants have broken ground. So let's start by taking a look at what's going on with the space themed restaurant. So the space themed restaurant we've spoke about before on the show, facing Test Track, there's not much to see. However, Blog Mickey returned the day after and the work they had done clearing the trees was clearly visible. Now from inside the parks the views are kind of restricted, however there was a better view from Test Track when Blog Mickey returned. Now this restaurant will be run by Patina Group and will also sit right between Mission Space and Test Track, with the entrance to this likely to be on the right side of Mission Space. The other restaurant that broke ground this week is the restaurant that will be in the Japan Pavilion in World Showcase. Now this will be a table service restaurant that will offer a signature dining experience that will be inspired by the beauty of Japan. The setting will draw from nature and also takumi, which is a Japanese word that means artisan. Now there's currently no opening dates for either restaurant yet, but stick around with the show and we'll let you know as soon as we hear anything else. Now if you've watched episodes of the show before, you know my thoughts on the Guardians of the Galaxy coaster building, how huge it is, and whether or not Disney would hide this with any kind of theming. Well, lately rumours have been swirling around about the building being themed to the Nova Corps building seen in Guardians of the Galaxy. However, WDW News Today is claiming that internal sources aren't worried about the sightlines and it's mostly only visible from the parking lot or World Showcase. Now Epcot isn't steeped in as rich a story as Magic Kingdom, where you're transported into a land of fantasy or a land of adventure, but some of the story associated with the Guardians ride is that Peter Quill visited Epcot in the 80s as a child, and that kind of fits in with the theming of Future World. The story also carries through with the Guardians Awesome Mix live show, where the Xandarians have decided Epcot is a good cultural centre for them to present the music of their planet as well. And my thoughts on this are still that it's a huge building and it is going to stick out a lot because currently it's only half completed. Let me know your thoughts on what you think of that building. So it seems that the Coco inspired Mirror de los Muertos is now finally open in the Mexican Pavilion in Epcot. It was first spotted when the Remember Me exhibit was installed back in September 2017, but has only just recently started to work. The interactive mirror lets you customise a skeleton to transport yourself to the land of the dead. Tap your magic band to start and up pops Hector. Now there are 5 different categories to help customise your skeleton, being hair, eyes, face paint, clothes and lastly the backdrop itself. Now once you've made your selection, you're encouraged to go loco, as it takes 3 photos which are then linked to your My Disney experience through your magic band. The mirror seems to be quite a fun way to pass some of your time as you're travelling around World Showcase. So if you've used it, let me know, or even post some pictures on our Facebook and Twitter and we'll put them in the show. So that time of year is rolling around again when we can start to eat our way around World Showcase with the 2018 EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival. It seems some of the booth installations have begun, and while the names of the booths haven't been released yet, it's a safe bet they will mostly have the same names as last year. So far, what we have is the islands of the Caribbean, Hawaii, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, Ireland, Brazil, Belgium, Morocco, Japan, hops and barley, Italy, Spain, Germany, Africa, India, China, Thailand, Mexico, and finally my favourite from last year, Flavours of Fire, and the piggy wings there last year were awesome. The 2018 EPCOT International Food and Wine Festival begins on August 30th and runs right through until November 12th. So the Pixar place we know and love is now no more. The former alleyway used to serve as the entrance for Toy Story Mania and also a meet and greet along with some snacks and a little bit of merchandise. Now once Toy Story Land opened last month, the need for Pixar Place disappeared. With the entrance to Toy Story Mania moved over to the other side of the building and into Toy Story Land, on opening day, Pixar Place was only really used as a queuing area for guests trying to actually enter the new land. So now that the new land has normalised a little bit, this area is now being closed and the Pixar Place sign has also been removed, and as we reported quite a while ago, it will be just used as a backstage area. There's currently no word on whether Pixar Place will remain a backstage area permanently or whether it will ever be repurposed into something else, so it's something we might never see again. So guests going to Hollywood Studios a couple of weeks ago were hit by a surprise when all of the rides stopped working and the park was hit with a power outage. All of the rides were closed, including Walt Disney Presents and most of the character meet and greets, and according to the My Disney Experience app, only Muppet Vision 3D and the Launch Bay were running. Round about 8:30, some of the attractions started to come back online, and that was about 2 hours before park close on that day. So for over 10 years now at Expedition Everest, the Yeti animatronic has been immobile. The figure broke around 2008 and can't be fixed without any major structural work, and with Everest being the park's main headline attraction, Disney hasn't wanted to close the ride down for any long periods of time to fix the issue with the Yeti's motion. With Pandora now open, it seems Disney Imagineering is getting ready to bring the Yeti back to its former glory. No timeframes have been given for the project, but Imagineer Joe Rohde has publicly stated that the issues will be fixed. Internal sources have confirmed they are working on the project, so the closure could be imminent. Now the Yeti will be the main focus, but it's unknown if anything else will be done while they're working on it. Disney has announced a new family style offering will be coming to Pizza Safari. Now this new offering will be optional and the quick service is not going away. It starts on July 31st and will be offered between 5 PM and 8 PM. Now once you're seated, you can enjoy a selection of plates delivered right to your table, which includes 2 appetizers, a caprese salad and a Caesar salad, 3 entrees including pasta, chicken and pizza, and then you'll end with a dessert. The new option will be 1 quick service credit if you have the dining plan, or if you haven't, it's $19.99 for adults or $11.99 for children aged 3 to 9. So over in San Diego this weekend, there was the annual Comic-Con and D23 unveiled Mickey's official 90th birthday portrait. The portrait is called Spreading Happiness Around the World and was commissioned by the Walt Disney Archives and D23. Now it was painted by Disney animator Mark Henn, who stated it is one of the great honours of his career to be asked to paint Mickey's 90th portrait. The portrait will also be used on the cover of this fall's D23 official magazine. So for those who love going to the parks during the holiday period, Disney has just announced some of the 2018 offerings for the festive season. Starting on November the 8th, you can celebrate with parties, decor, treats and entertainment. Sunset Season's greetings will be back at Hollywood Studios, featuring new laser effects and snow, and will transform the Hollywood Tower Hotel with projections from Frozen, Toy Story and even Mickey and Minnie. Also at the park, Jingle Bell Jingle Bam will return, and Toy Story Land will be getting some Christmas love with some songs on alien swirling saucers and more, but there's been no other details announced about this yet. Now over in Magic Kingdom, we'll have the decorations that make Main Street absolutely amazing at this time of year, and of course Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party will be back on select nights. In Epcot, you can discover the holiday traditions of the World Showcase Nations at the Epcot International Festival of the Holidays. Also starting in Epcot on the 22nd of November will be the ever popular Candlelight Processional, featuring different celebrity narrators telling the story of the Nativity. Finally, at Animal Kingdom, Up, a Great Bird Adventure will be getting a little bit of a Christmas overlay and will feature Diwali, the holiday festival of lights in India. Now I have to admit, Christmas time at Walt Disney World is one of my favourite times to go, so if you're thinking about going, get yourself there and enjoy the holiday festivities. So this next story is a little bit of a heads up to Walt Disney World annual pass holders who it seems will be getting some exclusive access to Toy Story Land. Disney has been sending out emails recently which will allow annual pass holders to sign up for a single slot on select dates in September. Now there will be 2 slots available with 7 to 8 AM and 8 AM to 9 AM. Pass holders will have access to all 3 rides in the area and also be able to get some breakfast at Woody's Lunchbox, which by the way, only a couple of weeks in, has removed the Monte Cristo sandwich from the menu, and according to cast members it wasn't really selling very well. Annual pass holders, check your emails and see if you have any invites. Now, hold on to your wallets because we're going to delve into this week's merchandise update. The first item this week is an annual pass holder exclusive backpack which is available at Mouse Gear in Epcot for $75. It features the Passport Collection artwork and also has Figment and Discover the Magic pass holder tag. Next up is a white Minnie Mouse All About the Bow Magic Band which is available now for $22.99, and this has Minnie on one side and features the castle on the other. Next up is another Magic Band which features Figment and is a limited release. Now this is available at the Camera Centre in Epcot and is light purple and has Figment on one side with a light bulb on the other side, and this one retails at $27.99. There's also been this Disney Parks Essentials tee spotted for $24.99 which features the 10 Disney Park must-dos. Now let me know if you agree with these or if you would add anything else to them or replace them. Now next up for those Figment fans, there's a new plush available at Epcot, and these come in a medium size which are $17.99 and also the large size which is $24.99. Over at Tower of Terror, there's a brand new lenticular photo which morphs similar to the Haunted Mansion photos that are available over in Memento Mori. The photos change from your photo to you as a lightning silhouette, signifying that you've actually entered the Twilight Zone. These are available for $19.99 as you exit the ride. Just released at the gift shop at the exit to the Winnie the Pooh ride are these brand new plushes which are based on the new movie and seem to be more of an old school Winnie the Pooh look. Now you can get Pooh, Tigger, Eeyore, Piglet, Kanga and also Roo. Now Piglet is $24.99 and is the cheapest of the bunch, and the Kangaroo combo is $39.99 which is the most expensive. Now all of the rest are $34.99. So with Mickey's 90th birthday not too far away, it seems Funko Pop will be helping to celebrate with a selection of figures that are based around some of Mickey's cartoons. Now these were first spotted by Disc Kingdom on the Barnes & Noble website, but were quickly removed. And by the way, you should head over to disckingdom.com if you love your merch because he does do a lot of great stuff. Now the figures included Steamboat Mickey, Apprentice Mickey, Firefighter Mickey, Conductor Mickey, and also Brave Little Tailor Mickey. Now there's no prices as of yet, but I'm sure Funko will give an official announcement soon. So that's it for another week's show from What in the World. Don't forget the new show is now every other Monday, and in the Mondays in between there will be vlogs going up with an extra episode midweek as well, so if you haven't checked those out, go and give those a view on the channel. Now if you did like this episode of the show, please give us a massive thumbs up as that will help us out with YouTube. And don't forget, you can find us through the week on both Facebook and Twitter at What in the D World, where we'll have bits of Disney history and also little facts and also any breaking stories that are on there as well. Now if this is the first time you're seeing me on your screen, please go and hit that subscribe button and also go and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload of the show. So that just leaves me to say thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you real soon.